King Tutankhamun is famously known as the boy king since he ascended to the throne at the tender age of 8 or 9. This may seem quite unusual in our present times, as most people wouldn't entrust a child of that age with the responsibility of managing even a small household, let alone a vast kingdom. However, in a hereditary monarchy like ancient Egypt, succession followed a fixed lineage, leaving them with no choice but to accept their young ruler. King Tut came from a long line of monarchs. His father was Akhenaten, one of the most renowned rulers in Egyptian history. Also known as Amenhotep IV, Akhenaten gained fame for abandoning the ancient Egyptian religion and introducing a new faith called Atonism, which revolved around the worship of the sun god Aten, coincidentally sharing the same name. This religious transformation had a significant impact on Egyptian culture, but after Akhenaten's death, the traditional religion was swiftly reinstated. Now, who was the other half of Tut's lineage? In ancient Egypt, it was customary to keep marriages within the royal family. Tutankhamun's mother remained unknown until DNA testing was conducted on a mummy referred to as the Younger Lady. Surprisingly, it was revealed that she was not only Akhenaten's wife but also his sister, making her Tutankhamun's mother. Such familial marriages were relatively common in ancient Egypt, as marrying someone of royal blood was considered preferable to uniting with commoners. However, Tut's ascent to power was not without its complications. Tutankhamun was still a boy, albeit an incredibly influential one, and he had an empire to govern. Lacking experience in matters of statecraft due to his young age, he heavily relied on his advisors. His vizier a powerful advisor to his father, played a significant role in directing Tut's reign. One might assume, based on popular depictions in Disney movies, that A schemed to seize the throne. While this was true, it unfolded differently than one might expect. A positioned himself as the closest and most indispensable advisor to the young king, ultimately succeeding him as pharaoh. But how did an advisor rise to the level of pharaoh? Tutankhamun assumed the throne at the age of 8 or 9, implying a potential reign of over 50 years. However, fate had a different plan. Life was precarious and fleeting during those times, and Tut ruled for a mere 9 years before his untimely death at the age of 18. While no precise medical records exist from that era, various factors could have contributed to his demise, including a chariot accident or underlying health issues. Unfortunately, King Tut was plagued by ill health. When Tut's mummy was eventually discovered, Egyptologists had the opportunity to examine his physical condition for the first time, revealing astonishing details. Many popular depictions portray Tut as a robust and powerful young king. However, in reality, he was a frail individual, born with various ailments such as a club foot that necessitated the use of a cane. He also suffered from a cleft hard palate and scoliosis, conditions that could have been treated in modern times but were potentially life-shortening back then. Yet, did any of these contribute to his demise? Further examination of Tut's mummy revealed unusual physical characteristics that could be indicative of a chromosome disorder like Marfan syndrome. Additionally, genetic markers for malaria were found in several mummies, including Tutankhamun's. However, the most plausible explanation is rather straightforward: a severely broken leg, which, in ancient Egypt where blood clots were untreatable, could have easily proven fatal. But why did Tutankhamun leave no heirs? Given his premature death at the age of 18, it might not be surprising that Tutankhamun left no offspring. However, ancient Egypt operated under different circumstances. Tut was married to his paternal half-sister, Ankhesenamun, who may have been up to 7 years older than him. They had children together, but unfortunately, none survived. One child was lost late in pregnancy, while a set of twins died shortly after birth. Consequently, at the time of Tut's passing, he left no heirs, leaving the path open for his advisor to assume power. Nonetheless, Tut managed to leave a lasting legacy during his brief existence. During his reign, Tutankhamun reversed one of his father's significant reforms, the religious transformation. He reinstated the traditional polytheistic pantheon and reopened many revered temples. This decision was likely influenced by his advisors, as Akhenaten's religious shift was widely disliked by the majority of Egyptians, and Atenism failed to gain traction. Tut's personal experiences and the consequences of his father's choices might have played a role in this reversal. The renowned name Tutankhamun was not always his. Upon his birth, he was named Tutankhaten, which meant living image of Aten. This name aimed to establish a legacy for his father's religious beliefs. However, it may have had unintended consequences. When Tut ascended the throne, he adopted a new name that replaced the sun god Aten with the traditional Amun, the king of the gods, symbolizing the end of his father's reign. Yet, the world of monarchy is often unpredictable. Tutankhamun may be a familiar figure in modern times, but in ancient Egypt, he was not particularly notable. In fact, his death marked the decline of his dynasty, and he was succeeded by for 4 years before being replaced by Horem, the army chief. This era of non-dynastic rulers sought to erase any remnants of the previous dynasty, resulting in the removal of many names of the 18th dynasty pharaohs from tombs. As a result, Tut was all but forgotten until the early 20th century, when he became a worldwide obsession. Until 1922, the Valley of the Kings in the Giza necropolis remained partially unexplored, with some tombs completely open and others concealed. Excavations began in the 19th century following the development of Egyptology, leading to the discovery of numerous new tombs. However, Tut's tomb seemed lost to history until a small pit containing artifacts bearing the name of the boy king was found. It served as the first clue in the search for the tomb's location, and they were on the verge of a significant breakthrough. Yet, they were not the first to arrive. By the time Tut's tomb was opened, it had already been plundered multiple times. Given that Tutankhamun's dynasty fell out of favor with his successors, it comes as no surprise that the tomb was looted shortly after his death. Initially, it was repaired and restocked with goods, but during subsequent robberies, only minimal restoration was done before sealing the tomb away from view. Natural events like flash floods further concealed it. Nevertheless, Tut's tomb differed from the Grand Pyramids associated with other pharaohs. Why was King Tut's mummy not interred in a pyramid? Although his royal tomb was far from modest, it paled in comparison to the colossal pyramids built by the greatest Egyptian pharaohs. Upon assuming power, Tut immediately commenced the construction of a burial chamber within the Valley of the Kings. The tomb's layout adhered to a traditional pattern, with corridors, antechambers, and the burial chamber itself. However, it lacked the grandeur of a pyramid, potentially due to the limited time available for its construction. Tutankhamun's tomb, designated KV62, was ultimately discovered by Howard Carter, a British archaeologist, in 1922. It was a momentous event that captivated the world. The tomb's intact state, despite being ransacked, astounded archaeologists and historians alike. Never before had a pharaoh's tomb been found so complete and untouched, allowing a glimpse into the opulence and grandeur of ancient Egyptian burial practices. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb transformed him into an icon of ancient Egypt and sparked a global fascination with the boy king. The treasures unearthed from Tut's tomb are among the most significant archaeological discoveries in history. The dazzling collection included golden funerary masks, jewelry, ceremonial artifacts, and even chariots. The tomb also housed the iconic golden throne of Tutankhamun, adorned with intricate carvings and symbolic motifs. The treasures not only showcased the artistic brilliance of ancient Egyptian craftsmanship but also provided valuable insights into the culture, religion, and daily life of the time. The legacy of Tutankhamun extends beyond the treasures in his tomb. His iconic golden mask, with its serene and youthful features, has become an enduring symbol of ancient Egypt. The allure of his tomb and the mysteries surrounding his life and death continue to captivate the imaginations of people around the world. Tutankhamun's story is a testament to the power and allure of ancient Egypt, reminding us of a bygone era shrouded in mystery, magic, and the untimely fate of a young king. But a discovery of this magnitude doesn't happen without assistance. Number 33. While Carter may have been the mastermind behind the operation, he couldn't have accomplished it without the financial support he received. George Herbert, the 5th Earl of Carnarvon, a British aristocrat with a taste for adventure, played a crucial role by funding Egyptology expeditions. His resources made it possible for Carter to embark on the most extensive search for Tutankhamun's tomb ever conducted. And what they uncovered was unprecedented. Number 32. Previous archaeological findings mostly consisted of tombs from earlier eras or more modest ones. However, Tutankhamun's tomb was exceptional in its level of preservation, acting as a time capsule for a Middle Kingdom royal burial. Although some of the artifacts within the tomb had suffered damage from moisture over the course of thousands of years, others were astonishingly well preserved, providing valuable insights into Tutankhamun's life. The discoveries made inside have been subject to extensive study ever since. Number 31. Among the significant findings was a detailed embossed picture of King Tut and his wife found on top of a box. This image, one of the clearest representations of the young king, has influenced public perception of Tutankhamun since its discovery. However, its accuracy remains uncertain, as an idealized portrayal of a teenage king would likely be desired. Nevertheless, it provided intriguing insights into Tutankhamun's lifestyle. Number 30. Tutankhamun was known to have suffered from health issues, including a club foot and possibly chronic back problems due to scoliosis. However, a statue found in the tomb depicted him walking with a cane, suggesting that it was likely a regular part of his life, and those responsible for memorializing him did not shy away from representing it. Interestingly, this contrasted with the depiction of President Franklin Roosevelt, who used a wheelchair and was usually portrayed differently thousands of years later. Yet, the builders of Tutankhamun's tomb made it challenging to locate. Number 29. Inside the tomb, 4 different funerary chapels were discovered, turning the entire structure into a sort of maze. It wasn't until they reached the innermost chapel that they found Tutankhamun's sarcophagus. This design might have been an artistic choice befitting a king, but it may have also served to protect the most sacred parts of the tomb from grave robbers. It was successful, as the mummy remained undisturbed for thousands of years. However, the security measures didn't end there. Number 28. Ever heard of Russian nesting dolls? Well, nested coffins seem to be a trend. Tutankhamun was laid to rest in a sturdy stone sarcophagus, which, upon closer examination, revealed 3 different coffins within. The top 2 layers consisted primarily of wood and were gilded with gold and jewels, while the final coffin, containing his body, was made entirely of solid gold. But the tomb had even more secrets to reveal. Number 27. King Tutankhamun's wealth was apparent from the artifacts discovered in his tomb. Although much information about his reign is lost, Howard Carter's team found over 3,500 artifacts during their 10-year cataloging process. Many of these items were crafted from precious metals and adorned with jewels, making them highly valuable even by today's standards. Yet, some pieces stood out among the rest. Number 26. The most famous artifact found in the tomb was King Tutankhamun's burial mask, an impressive creation weighing around 20 pounds and made entirely of solid gold, embellished with jewels and precious metals. This mask has become synonymous with the boy king in popular culture. But there were other fascinating artifacts as well. Number 25. One such artifact was a set of 4 chariots, 2 of which were used for hunting and the other 2 for warfare. These intricately designed and richly decorated chariots showcased the craftsmanship of the time and highlighted the importance of chariot usage in both royal leisure and battle. The discoveries made in Tutankhamun's tomb had a significant impact on Egyptology. Number 24. Another intriguing find was Tutankhamun's throne, which showcased the influence of foreign cultures on ancient Egypt. The throne was crafted from wood and adorned with gold and precious stones, depicting Tutankhamun and his queen seated together, an indication of the importance of their partnership and the influence she had on the young pharaoh. Number 23. Among the discoveries were also a vast collection of jewelry, including necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings, and amulets. These pieces not only displayed exquisite craftsmanship but also revealed the significance of jewelry in ancient Egyptian culture. They served as symbols of wealth, power, and religious beliefs, and were often worn by both men and women. The tomb also contained various food offerings and other items intended to sustain the king in the afterlife. Jars filled with wine, grains, fruits, and meats were discovered, providing insights into the beliefs and practices surrounding burial rituals in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians believed that the deceased would need sustenance and provisions in the afterlife, which is why these offerings were included in the tomb. Number 21. Tutankhamun's tomb was not without its share of controversy. There have been debates surrounding the cause of his death, with theories ranging from assassination to illness. The latest research suggests that he may have suffered from a combination of health problems, including a severe leg injury and complications from malaria. The presence of walking sticks and canes in his tomb further supports the idea of Tutankhamun's physical limitations. Number 20. The opening of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 sparked global interest in ancient Egypt and triggered what is now known as Tutmania. People around the world became fascinated with Egyptology, and Tutankhamun's artifacts toured various countries, drawing massive crowds. The boy king captured the public's imagination and became an icon of ancient history. Number 19. The impact of Tutankhamun's tomb discovery extends beyond popular culture. It significantly contributed to our understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization, offering invaluable insights into the religious beliefs, burial practices, and artistic achievements of the time. The meticulous documentation and preservation of the artifacts have allowed scholars to analyze and interpret the past more accurately. Number 18. In addition to Tutankhamun's tomb, other royal tombs in the Valley of the Kings have also been discovered. These include the tombs of pharaohs like Ramses II and Seti I, which have yielded remarkable findings. The Valley of the Kings continues to be an important archaeological site, with ongoing research shedding new light on the lives and legacies of Egypt's ancient rulers. Number 17. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb was a turning point in the field of Egyptology. It represented the culmination of years of exploration, excavation, and research, and it demonstrated the potential for remarkable discoveries still hidden beneath the sands of Egypt. The endeavor of uncovering the past is an ongoing one, and there are likely many more secrets waiting to be revealed. Number 16. Despite the controversy and speculation that surrounded Tutankhamun's tomb, its discovery stands as a testament to human curiosity, perseverance, and the power of archaeological exploration. Howard Carter's tireless efforts, supported by Lord Carnarvon's financial backing, unlocked the door to an ancient world and brought to light one of history's most captivating stories.